ఇక గోల్డ్ రంగు సీసాను ఎలా పడితే అలా ఊపకూడదు. 2 చేతుల మధ్యలో ఉంచుకుని తిప్పితే చాలు. అప్పుడే ఆ సీసాలోని నెయిల్ పాలిష్ బుడగల్లా రాకుండా ఉంటుంది. గాలి కూడా లోపలికి చేరకుండా ఉంటుంది. ఇక మరిన్ని విషయాలు తెలుసుకునే ముందు ఇప్పుడు సక్సెస్ స్టోరీ చూద్దాం.
Hi, I'm Ridhi Gupta and I am the founder of Teeny Genie. I am 20 years old and Teeny Genie is basically all about creating miniatures and helping people recreate their moments and their interests in the form of miniatures. And I basically customize miniatures for people for any special occasions, any special moments or anything that they'd like to capture in a small little area. So that's the idea behind it. Also, I teach kids how to make these miniatures because I feel that it's a very beautiful art and I love spreading the love for this kind of an art. So I am a recent graduate of retail management and IT from St. Francis College for Women. In third year, we had a fest at our college and I had set up a stall in my college and the theme of the stall, the theme of all my miniatures was women entrepreneurship. Since I study in a college where they're all women, so I feel it's something very important. And the idea behind it was, when you dream of something, when you want to become something, when you have a miniature of that in front of you, it would only push you towards achieving that goal. So my idea was, if people wanted to become maybe a designer, maybe a CEO, maybe a singer, then if they have that in front of them, they would definitely want to achieve that, pursue that dream even more. So that was my stall and I think it went very well because after that there were a lot of people from college, from different places contacting me for my work. So back in college, I was definitely facing difficulty with dividing the right amount of time because I didn't get a lot of time to give to my work. I always complained about not having time, but I still managed it because it was something I loved doing it. It was just something I was very passionate about. So I just had to get some time out, put it into my work. But the good part is, now that I'm done with studying, I am actually able to give it a lot more time. And also my studies, I feel in some way have been useful. Like I've learned things like digital marketing. These subjects are definitely something, even retail management, it's something I can implement in my own work. It's something that is going to take me a step ahead from what I am already doing. So it has definitely been helpful that way. So my first order, if I must say, the one I done professionally, my first order was for an anniversary. So it was their first anniversary and this person who asked me to do it for her wanted something special. So they have this first picture of theirs on a staircase of a proposal. So she wanted me to do that for her in the form of a miniature. So that is what I had done for her, and it's special because of the mere fact that it was my first order and it was something, a person who didn't even see my work counted on me to give them something special. So that was important for me. So back in the day, I started with quilling initially. I used to love quilling. It's called paper quilling. It's an art which is made out of paper strips. You make different things like humans out of paper strips. So that is where it started. But you know, with time, I always had a thing for the little things anyway. But with time, I started making things from, you know, an art other than quilling, which was basic miniature art. So previously I used to make it for people close to me, for, you know, relatives, you know, for a special occasion. And down the line I realized that it could be something that I could actually make for other people as well, which I could sell. It could be a great product. So that is when I realized I could do this for people and I started making it. It's almost been 1.5 to 2 years now since I had started Teeny Genie. My library is definitely my favorite. I call it my classic library. I love reading, so I have made this library to suit me, like my tastes and my preferences, the books that I love. Everything is designed based on what I love, and that's the reason my library is very special to me. I took on and off, I was not working continuously, but on and off I took approximately 6 months to complete that library, although it might look really tiny. So a lot of the materials that I use for my miniatures are usually upcycled. Like I use old t-shirts, I use old boxes, maybe things I find around myself, including things like clothing tags. I save up all of these because they turn out to be quite useful in my miniatures, and I also feel it's a little way of me giving back to the environment. Things I could buy outside are things I can just upcycle right at home. So I think that's my bit doing there. And apart from that, there are other materials which of course I buy from stores like Itsy Bitsy, and there are a few local stores which have quite amazing materials, and I use materials like from basic materials like cardboard to wooden embellishments to charms and papers. Basically those are the basic materials that are required for all of the miniatures. I can find the best of the materials right around me. I never throw away things. That's one thing I always make sure. Whatever I get, packaging, any of that, I always make sure I save it up and put it at home, and then I'm just going to at one point I'm just going to feel like this looks like maybe a charger, so I think I can use it in a certain way. So yeah, that's how I usually end up making my miniatures, and those are the materials I use. My speciality is the details. The little details that I add to my work is what I love doing. Like I'm going to add maybe a coffee mug, whatever is close to you is going to be there, which is what makes it special. So I just think the beauty lies in the details, and that's what's great about a work like this. When you have something in mind, when you've thought that this is what I love, this is what I want to do, you really need to block the rest of the world out. Even if people might tell you that, oh my god, how are you going to manage things, how are you going to do certain things, but honestly it's just you being very focused on your goal. If you know that this is what I want, then even if you've got like back pains, shoulder pains, and it gets stressful, you really need to just keep up with it and love what you do. If you're going to love what you do, your work is not really going to feel like work. It's just going to be a release. For me, when I work, it's like a release, and I feel that's how it happens. When people love what they do, it just does not feel like work. It's something, it's a part of you, and it feels great.
చూసారుగా సక్సెస్ సీక్రెట్. ఇక గ్లిట్టర్ నెయిల్ పాలిష్ ఎంచుకున్నప్పుడు దాన్ని ఓ పట్టాన తొలగించలేం. అప్పుడు రిమూవర్లో ముంచిన దూదిని ఉండలుగా చేసి గోళ్ల మీద ఉంచాలి. కొన్ని నిమిషాల తర్వాత గట్టిగా అదిమి తుడవాలి. అలా చేయటం వల్ల సులువుగా తొలగిపోతుంది. సో నెయిల్ పాలిష్ పెట్టుకునేటప్పుడు ఈ టిప్స్ని మీరు ట్రై చేయండి. సో ఇదండి ఇవాల్టి నవ్య కార్యక్రమం. మరో లేటెస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్తో మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. అంతవరకు సెలవు.
కార్యక్రమాన్ని www.youtube.com/vanitha TV ఛానల్లో చూడండి.